Welcome. My name is Daphne. We'll get started in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining. We'll be starting really soon. So we'll just wait for the top of the hour. All right, it's the top of the hour. So welcome, and welcome. So my virtual greeting to you, to anyone who's watching. So I'm going to also offer you an opportunity to welcome yourself. To welcome yourself to this session, to this practice, to this time that we're setting aside. So breathing in and gathering your thoughts. I see my thoughts from all the days, and then going forward, kind of like drawing it here, almost like a vacuum. Bring it into my body to be physically present in my body. The breath is a great tool, and we will be using the breath along with gentle movement tonight, and that's pretty much Qigong practices. Since it's Earth Day, I wanted to start with a little prayer. It's always appropriate. My inspiration comes from the daily thought from the hill. And the title is, I Take Care of My Home. They say home is where the heart is. And where the heart is, our treasures can be found. On this Earth Day, let us take a new look at what home means to us. What kind of home do we want to live in? What kind of home are we creating for future generations? What we invest in our home sustains our health and well being. I take care of my heart, physical home, and planet Earth. I relinquish thoughts of fear, worry, and anger about the state of the earth. I take inspired actions each moment to add my care, gifts, and thoughts of well being to planet Earth. I trust that divine intelligence is resourcing planet Earth even now. I focus my thoughts and energy on this co creating relationship between planet Earth and the source of all life. Thank you, wisdom in me, through me, as me, around me, through the Christ within. And so it is. You know how appropriate it is for today as we are witnessing the earth taking back her power to recreate and reset what she needs. And I really like that message too about how, what kind of home are we creating for ourselves? And that home begins with this physical body right here. And that home goes with us wherever we go. Now, it's really important to remember this home goes with us wherever we go. And we have to take care of this home. And I can't emphasize enough how important it is to take care of this home. It's the only one we have. The only one we have. So you're here for Qigong practice and relaxing sound meditation. So I know you care a great deal about your home. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Tonight, we're going to practice some stretching, some movement. I don't know about you, but I have been doing more sitting and less movement and noticing that I'm getting quite stiff. So we will be doing some gentle stretches along with coordinating it with the breath. And then we'll do our my favorite 9 phases of Qi cultivation. I'm going to invite you to stand. Let me adjust the camera angle a little bit here. Okay. So as you stand, inviting you to arrive once more into your physical home, your home, this beautiful abode, using your breath to gather yourself once more to occupy the space. That's you. Feel into how you're standing. Are you evenly distributed on your feet? Now so on the feet, there's the front toes, the heels, the insteps, and the outside of the feet. So, and then the forward and the backward motion. So check to see if you're balanced on your feet. And soften your knees. Elongate your spine, bringing your tailbone forward so that it drops down. Normally we stand with our butt sticking out a little bit. I'm exaggerating so you can see. So we want to drop the tailbone so that it points straight down. And then elongate your spine. Imagine that you have like a cord coming out of your crown here. Imagining tugging it up to the sky. So we are opening the spine, the disc, the spaces in between the disc, allowing the spine, the disc, the cushion along the disc to move, to breathe, to go, oh, thank you. And while we lift ourselves up vertically, let go of your shoulders, letting it drop. My favorite imagery is imagining standing under a warm waterfall above my head, and the water is falling gently onto my crown, falling and draping and dripping and soothing the head, and then it down the neck, and then down the shoulders, down the back, down the legs, and into the pool of the earth. So that's my favorite imagery, to elongate and to let go of the tension. Sometimes we stand like this unknowingly. So let's take a moment and be with this posture. Arms are out a little bit from your body, just to allow the energy flow to move freely about. While you're enjoying this stillness, coming back to your home, I want you to think about your intention for tonight's practice. What is the main reason that you're here? And then when you think of that, see if you can go ahead and turn it into a symbol or a picture, so that we don't have to use our cognitive mind, and take a break from that during the practice. Beautiful. So we will first begin with some stretching. Standing again with your feet shoulder width apart, rooted into the earth. You can imagine that you have roots, that the body is the trunk of the tree, and that from your feet you have roots growing, reaching into the earth where you're standing, so that we root ourselves. This is a very grounding practice, and also a very centering practice, establishing our power, our full presence, our full being here at this moment inside this body. You're getting a taste of Qigong practice, and that it's not just about physical movement or relaxation. It's deeper than that. We are looking at spiritual connections, tapping into the subtle field of energy that's around us as well. And that subtle field of energy, or life energy, or Qi, responds to our mind and our intention. All right, so stretching. With yourself firmly centered, inhale, take a breath. And you're going to just lean your neck, tilt your neck to one side. With your out breath, inhale, come back to the center. And go to the other side. So right now, we're making stretching in steps. Back to the other side, just alternating, beginning to soften your muscles, your tendon. When you are stretching the neck, make sure that there's no pain. And then when you feel connected with that, now you're going to add an element of a deeper stretch. And how we're going to do that is we are going to you can step the opposite foot from where the head is tilted. taking the same opposite hand, arm, and reach to the floor. So you can feel that deepening of the stretch in the neck. Go to the other side. Press the opposite foot. Reach the opposite hand to the floor. Inhale and come back. Let's do one more on each side. Reaching, stepping. We're going to add, so stepping in with the opposite foot, and then take the hand, but reach as if you're pressing the arms backwards. So now we're stretching the front muscles that keep the head upright. And also open the chest. Go to the other side. Press the opposite arm backwards, pressing down with the opposite foot down into the earth. So here we are, just gently opening our bodies. And we're doing it in stages. Rather than abrupt, forceful movement. It's more of an invitation for our tendons to unwind. On this time, I'm going to invite you to also add in the torso, adding the bending of the torso. So once you do the head, the neck, then move the torso along, pressing down the opposite foot, reaching the hand down or press it back. Come back to the center. And again, opposite side, head, adding the torso, press the opposite foot down, reach the hand or press the arm back on the same opposite side as the foot that you are pressing down, and you can just feel the stretching of the side. Let's do that one more time, both left and right. So how far do you go? 70% of your effort. Let's return to the center. Let's begin to shake the hands, wiggle the feet, adding some movement. Breathe. Oh, whatever feels right for you here, whatever you need to move. Your body knowingly just knows what it needs to do to unwind. So this is a great practice of not overachieving 70%, and also going with the flow, going with what feels good, being silly, if that's what you call it, and no structure, no exact format, just kind of pushing the boundary a little bit. And at the same time, we're opening. And when we open, the energy can flow freely around us. And the energy can flow along our meridians into our organs so much better than if we were to be like this. Okay, you get the picture. Okay, you're pretty loose. Let's loosen a little more with slapping yourself silly or do a little smack down here. So I use my fist, whether it be that side of your fist or you want to use your fingers. Please gauge your level of comfort. Should not be painful. So we're going to start here on the hips, breathing in, breathing out. We're going to run down, so we'll take a breath first. And running, the pounding to the side of the legs on the IT band and go to the knees, behind your knees. Taking another breath here, if you haven't already. We're going to run it down alongside the legs. And then when you're ready to come back up, I want you to come on the inside and make sure you breathe so you don't pass out on us. Working along here, lymph nodes. They're in here, they're everywhere. So we'll pay attention to those lymph nodes. And when you're ready, we'll come back along the side. And then going to your sitting muscles. Coming up along the side of the spine. And then coming to the shoulders. Taking your fingertips. Go along the neck. Make sure you're breathing. Circle the head. Pay attention to how you're standing. You can also do this practice seated or laying down. Okay, let's do a little bit around back behind the ears. And the forehead. And the forehead can be gentle tapping, or it could be lifting the forehead, lifting the jaw. Opening the jaw. Sticking out your tongue, exhaling. Let's see. Make sure you do all of your face. There's so many places to cover. Your cheeks, your jaw, back behind the jaw. Coming down to the collarbone. And here we have the thymus gland. It is our immunity production center. So while we're tapping on the thymus, please breathe in this green, healthy vitality flow of qi into the thymus gland. Let's do that 3 times, strengthening your immunity. And then taking your finger taps to just kind of in this little hollow above your breast. It's the lung points. Again, breathing in this green, healthy immunity all the way down into the lower lobes of your lungs. So if you can, expanding the diaphragm. Come back to the heart. If your legs are tingly or uncomfortable from standing too long, you're not used to it, feel free to move, kick it around, wiggle the belly in a clockwise direction. So starting here at the noon point, going toward your spleen, your stomach, going around to your lower intestine, the liver, and just making the round smaller until we get to the umbilical cord. We haven't done our arm, so let's give ourselves a hand. And taking your fingers, tapping it along the arm, going up to the top of the shoulder, and then coming back down on the back side of the arm. Going to the other side of the hand. Okay, now comes the cleaning part. So imagine that you are taking a comb, kind of like back in the old days, or maybe even today. If somebody had lice in their hair, you have to take this fine tooth comb and going through the hair to take the lice off. I want you to imagine your hands are kind of like that fine tooth comb. I want you to lift out things that are spent, toxins, dead cells, not just on the surface of you, but all the way deep in your brain, in the fluids of your body, the back of you. Forgot to tap the underarm area where we have the lymph nodes. Let's do the other side. And keep brushing. Brushing it down again to the pool at your feet. Mother Earth, the great recycler. All right, when you're done, we'll return back to our standing still position. Feet shoulder width apart, soft knees. Elongate your spine. Your tailbone drops to the center. Elongate your spine, lifting up your head. Arms are out slightly. Breathing in and enjoy that refreshing feeling. Just notice the difference as we spent about 25 minutes recharging our battery. Notice the movement of the qi, our bloods. and the energy pulses along the body. We'll move on into the cultivating Qi with the 9 phases. Hands come forward about your belly button height, holding a Qi ball, an imaginary Qi ball. Putting that symbol of your intention for tonight's practice into this Qi ball. See it fully alive as you possibly can. So that will serve as another focal point for your practice. So two other things that you could pay attention to while we practice. Qigong is also known as the mindful movement practice, is the breath. Focusing or concentrating on your breath or the sensation in your hands and body. Thank you for joining today, and I hope you enjoy this practice. This is the 9 phases Qi cultivation. Inhale and open, and my arms are supposed to not go over shoulder height, so keep yours low too, so we don't strain our arms and our shoulders. Inhale and exhale, bring the hands together. Open up to the feeling that you are swimming in an ocean of Qi, of life energy. You are floating, your arms are floating. Inhaling, exhaling, you can add bending as well, lifting up as you breathe and open your arms. And as you exhale, squatting back down. So if the practice is too simple for you, you can add how far your feet are so you can work on the strength of your legs. We're going to move on to gathering, inhaling and opening, and we're going to scoop from the bottom, from the earth, drawing it into our hearts or our physical living space. Inhaling and gathering the energy from up above, from the universe, meteor showers, the moon, the sun, bringing it into this body. Inhaling, drawing energy from the earth into ourselves, and inhaling, drawing from above, from the cosmos, from the sun, from the universe, from the universes, the different galaxies. Inhaling, gathering from the earth, and inhaling, gathering from above. So as above, so below. I'm going to move on to circulation, turning sideways, shifting onto the front leg, extending the arms, holding the Qi ball out, offering it to the world. Inhaling, bringing it back onto your chest, rolling this Qi ball down to your feet imaginatively. Inhaling, bringing it up. Shift forward, offer the ball. Inhaling, bringing the ball back. Everything is like ebb and flow, in and out. No stagnation. Continual movement of Qi. Bringing in, sending out. What we bring in, we transform to what we need, and then we send what we don't need back out. Let's go ahead and come back to the center. We'll turn to the other side. Shift forward, offering the ball, bringing it back with your breath. As you shift back, rolling the ball down, Inhaling, bringing it up. Shift, offering the ball. Inhaling, coming back. Rolling it down. Inhale up. Shift forward, extending the arms. Rolling it down, bringing it up. We're going to turn to the front, returning the hands forward. Checking your stance, checking in, pausing, being in stillness. And then we're going to purify our body. Inhaling, pushing imaginary walls that are squeezing in on you, pushing them out. Relax as you bring the arms back. The walls are pushing in from front and back. Push them out. Inhaling, relaxing the arms as you come back. The ceiling is crushing down on us, so push the ceiling up. And we're going to push the floor that is squeezing in. Pushing, pushing, pushing. We'll do 2 more rounds just like that. Front and back. Up above and below. Out the sides. Front and back. Up above. And down below. And inhale, coming back to the starting position. Shoulder width apart. Tailbone straight down. Elongate your spine. Standing with both feet evenly supporting your body. Catching your breath. Remember your intention for tonight. We're going to bathe the Qi onto our bodies, the meridians, the river of energy, pathway, imagining the paint roller as you paint this Qi around, upon you, through the meridians, going down, then come up. When you come up, make sure you're breathing, please. And always take a breath. Always take a breath. You don't have to match your breath with my breath. Intending with your mind that the Qi goes everywhere on your body, so that you don't necessarily have to know the valleys and the streams, but just ask that they go where they are needed. Coming up to the heart this time, we're going to offer the Qi to the arms, tracing the bottom of your arms, wrapping it around your fingers, bending your elbows, going over the top of the shoulder and side of the neck. Swap hands or swap arms, tracing from the heart down under the armpit, coming along the underarm, then up and over the hands and over on the top of your arm, along top of your shoulder, alongside of the neck, ear, over the top of your crown. That's it. We'll do 2 more. So we like to do threes, and three has many significance in throughout the history and cultures and religion. So here we are, repeating things in sequences of threes. In honor of Earth Day, we'll make it the earth, the sun, and the living things in between, including us. The last round, crossing your arms, grabbing your mask here, removing your protective suit, and letting it go, remembering our authentic self. I have to say that with drama. Authentic self. So feel your authentic self. Rest. Take refuge in this home, this abode that is yours and yours only. And some of us may have had the blessings of sharing our home with other beings. And heck, what am I talking about? There's other things living in my body right now too. So we are host to many, some significant human life and some significant non-human life. Reconnecting with our chi ball. Let's do cloud hands, imagining you're standing on top of the Tetons. You're gonna have to exaggerate yourself. There's stream underneath you. We're gonna use our hands as we turn, dropping one arm, bringing the front arm up. Clouds are rising. We're admiring the clouds or the mist rising, passing. As we turn to the opposite side, the clouds turn into rain, returning to the stream. The other arm comes up, the cloud rises up, and it returns to the other side. Incorporating breathing. This will be the last pass as we return to the center. Imagining that you're still on top of the Tetons, beautiful resources around. Imagining dipping into this abundance, freely available resources to nurture, to replenish, to heal, whatever you need. We're going to do it 3 times. Letting that chi bathe you, storing this chi into your body, your energetic body, your emotional body, your spiritual body. You know, I realized the other day why, as we get older, we do practices like this. It's because we begin to notice that our chi is depleting faster than it's being replenished due to the simple physics of aging. Last time, for a nice shower of chi, of golden chi, of love chi. Bringing the arms together in front, holding your chi ball, bringing the hands a little bit closer as we begin to work on the transformation process. We are refining the chi, and it's all figuratively. Inhale, this time opening maybe only half of what you did before, drawing them to a close. We are sort of sifting, letting the lighter stuff go, the husk go, the dirt go, letting the heavy stuff, the pure gold, settle into the center. As we are condensing this chi, we are harvesting the golden elixir, the elixir of life. You turn it in a vertical direction along your body. Inhaling, this time we're going to expand it in a vertical direction. Flipping this ball upside down, imagining that our hands are back behind us as we move up and down along the back side. Three times. Bringing the jar to the front, making it even smaller. We've got the essence of chi, the gold elixir. And you're going to turn it into pixie dust, fine material that will get absorbed easily into your chi. Grabbing some and then sprinkling it, imagining that you're sprinkling it into your energy field, your aura, back behind you, above, behind, with your intention. Infusing your chi with more chi. In particular, it's what your intention was that you began with. Other people who come into our field will also enjoy this chi that we have harvested. So now we're going to run this energy along through the trunk of ourself in phases, coming up through the core, up the head, 360 degrees like a fountain. Go in through at the knee level, strengthening the core, light, core chi, going above the head, again going out 360 degrees, coming in through the feet, going up through your entire legs and hips and trunk and head and up above, extending your arms fully, feeling the core of you expanded like the core of the earth that has a torus field and electromagnetic field. This 360 degree of chi, drawing out, tracing the outer lining, bringing it into your heart. So we send chi. I'm going to sit down. You're welcome to sit if you want to. We're going to send chi next. So you can send the chi that you harvested to yourself, or you can send it to someone else. Tonight, I'm going to send it to our earth. So go ahead and imagine with your mind that you are gifting this chi. Like when we offered the chi in the circulation movement, we're offering this chi to your recipient. And they gladly receive it with a smile and a loving heart. Putting yourself into the recipient, kind of like an overlay that we are included in that recipient receiving chain, that we are all alike, we are all energetically connected, being a part of that circle of receiving. And as we gift this chi to your recipient and yourself, it dissipates into everything. And we are adding to that chi, that energy of our world. So we're a part of that. It's nice to be able to feel that on occasion. We will now move on to the sound relaxation piece. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and find a spot where you can relax, whether you want to sit or you want to lay down. And I will play some musical instrument here. I have a singing bowl and a green stick tonight. We'll do two singing bowls. They're both root, appropriate for Earth Day. Okay. So tonight's guided visualization is going to to be one of nurturing and cradling and coddling. As you find yourself relaxing wherever you are, paying attention to your breath, noticing the breath going in and then disappearing into this magical body and then magically reappearing. And with each breath, with each exhalation, I'd like to invite you to imagine that you are laying inside a pea pod. A pea pod. It's almost like a cocoon. And instead of having 4 peas or 6 peas, there's just space for you. And there's just this nice cushion, gel-like, that you can rest in. So this is the gift from Mother Earth today for you, for us. With each exhalation, inviting you to surrender to this peaceful, healing pod. If anybody likes fairies, you can imagine that you are out in a garden and this pod is your restful, recharging place that you can just go crawl into. And the membrane of this pod allows you to be able to breathe, so you know that you can breathe freely even though the pod is fully encompassing you. Think of an image of a loving mother holding on to her baby. Looking and soothing the baby and admiring the baby with grace, with tenderness, with well-wishing, overwhelming well-wishing for this baby. And that this is the image that Mother Earth wants you to know, to feel, that you are resting, you are being cradled by Mother Earth, our great mother. She has given you everything. She will continue to give you everything that you will ever need. She is you, you is her. We are one. And as we are one pod, there are other pea pods full of gentle human beings who are in the pod too, being nourished by Mother Earth. And that we are all together. We are in this together. We come from her and we will also return to her. So enjoy bathing in this love and offering for Mother Earth. And that offering was your intention that you came here with at the beginning of the practice. So share that offering with her as a thank you and a token of your gratitude, a token of your love, as she absorbs that intention into the pod, into the water of the pod, going down and into the tree and into the earth, as we are all a part of this cycle. If you enjoy the pod experience, you can recreate it at any time, especially when you go to bed at night. Imagine that you're back in that pod. And you can use it for what you need. So when you're ready, you can slowly wake up your physical self and come to, or you can stay, relax, enjoy this peaceful, loving, heartfelt experience. And I thank you for joining me as I join with you and those who join with us in the future. A blessing of love and peace and abundance for us and for our home, this physical body home, and the home that you are currently residing in, and the home, the greater home. So thank you. Much love. I so appreciate you for joining me. Feel free to leave comments. Let me know how you like it. Feel free to share with others. Take care. See you next week. Bye-bye.